You ready for this?
I've never been more ready for anything in my whole life.
Part of Baldwin's power is his reach. He had all these different sort of pockets of experience that he drew from, and he was someone who just told the truth.
Just remember that I belong to you. Just remember that I wouldn't hurt you for anything in this world.
I first read Beale Street around 2009. What grabbed me was the love story between Tish and Fonny. It was just so pure.
It was no surprise to me when I finally understood that he was the most beautiful person I had seen in all my life.
Baldwin's legacy is very important, very rich. I wanted to bring this book into the world intact.
How you gonna sit here and act like can't nothing be done? These are our children, and we gotta set them free.
This book was written between 68 and 73. I felt there was a power in the movie taking place in a period 45 years ago and yet still being very relevant today.
I'm taking you down.
No! I hope that nobody has ever had to look at anybody they love through glass.
The condition of Black life that Baldwin was writing was to illustrate how Tish and Fonny's love is threatened simply by them being alive in America at the time the film is set. I love it when intellectual ideas can be pursued through characters. And I think in this book and now in the film, these ideas about America, particularly Black life and Black love, are given life through the characters.
We are drinking to new life. Tish gonna have Fonny's baby.
Unbow your head, sister.
I feel so very blessed because I think a lot of people are unaware that he even wrote something like this. But when you read it, it's this beautiful love story, but still so very much James Baldwin, the way that he describes what's going on in the community and how he interweaves that into the story, but it's still a love story. I called this meeting. Fonny's gonna be a father. We're gonna have a baby.
And who's gonna be responsible for this baby?
The father and the mother.
To be able to be entrusted with a story like If Beale Street Could Talk is such a humbling thing. To be able to tell a story like this with Barry Jenkins is really something I have not taken for granted. I got two things in my life, man. I got my wooden stone, and I got Tish. Goddamn, I'm lost.
You want to get it right. Say it exactly the way he wrote it, because it scans out perfectly. You get into the soul of why they speak the way they speak. You're a good girl, and I'm proud of you. Don't you ever forget it.
To be a part of the first James Baldwin adaptation for the theater is a little bit terrifying because he's a national treasure. Remember, love is what brought you here. And if you trusted love this far, don't panic now. Trust it all the way.
I love you. You know that.
I do. And I understand what you're going through. Because I'm with you.
What I love about the process of making this film is, from the cast, the department heads, the producers, everybody, we had the same shared love for Baldwin, that we used the source material as his bedrock, and that writing is always eloquent, you know, and is always lush.
The things that tormented me the most were the very things that connected me with all the people who were alive.
You ready for this?
I've never been more ready for anything in my whole life.